Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see a man who's been in charge for more than a decade, Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions, as they take on Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is the NFL on EA Sports, and it will likely be the final season in which we say we've got football from Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and Matthew Stafford ready to go here. Stafford still a solid quarterback in his 11th season now, but the Lions still yet to win a playoff game under his guidance. And last year's mark of 6-10, the worst since 2012 for the Lions. First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Carr now on first down. Looking downfield for Joe. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They'll run with Jacobs. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. From his own goal line, Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Automatic 1st down.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From the gun, it's Carr. Uncorks it. That's caught at the 25. Give him 32 on the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 29, Stafford. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it...
Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. To Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Well, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Returnable here for Davis. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From the gun, Carr. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Carr now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
again, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now Carr again. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Davis now to return it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and speed. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Carr. Whitney merciless. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Carr.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. To throw his Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Carr. That is caught inside the 5. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They go with Jacobs. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Let's bring it.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Throwing again is Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cleveland Farrell in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. 2nd down and goal. Stafford. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
You better be afraid of me. 6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Here's Carr to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Go! 8-3. 50's the money. Watch the road.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We got it. We got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Detroit! Danny Amendola, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A nice gain of 21 yards. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Ready. Mike 50. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Get it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. Check. Big grip.
And he is met at the line. Line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made by Whitney Merciless. No gain on the play.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Teddy, lady. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And let's get this.
A carry now for McKissick. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with McKissick. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A gain of 3, second down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Carr now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go,
So Stafford and the Lions now down by 8. 1:52 to play. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Open net, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. They'll look to throw. He has been terrific today. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Amendola, he was the intended target. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the